Any mention for unlisted matter? Any mention for unlisted matter? From supplementary list, item number 1.
My lord, a judgment was delivered in the month of May 2023 about the roster system.
What is this?
This is PIL, my lord. Your lordship in the division bench had.
What? This is a PIL?
Yes, my lord.
What is this about?
My lord, in the month of May 2023,
yes,
the lordship in the division bench has pronounced a judgment about the roster system in Meghalaya. Yes. And direction was given that it should be implemented immediately. But now the position is that the political parties are interfering into the matter and saying that it should be kept on hold. And even attempts are being made.
It's a policy decision that the government is entitled to take.
My lord, but the judgment is to be implemented, that is.
Let us see. If they don't implement it, it's not your concern. If they don't implement it, we'll see how it's not implemented. This is not a matter ripe for a thing at the moment, because what is happening is there are discussions going on in the assembly. Yes. You must respect that the government and the assembly have due authority to adopt a cut-off date. After all, for 50 years, it may not be physically possible, it may not be feasible to go back to 50 years. The records may not be there. We don't know what is there. If they do anything arbitrary, we'll look at it. But right now, I don't think this is ripe. Anyway, yes, Mr. Bhattacharya.
My lord, there is no cause of action so far as state is concerned.
No
Nothing has been disclosed. My lord, kindly see the prayer, my lord. The prayer number 1 and all. My lord, I have written. My lord, I don't know, my lord, whether
this petition, apparently filed in public interest, appears to be an attempt to muddy the already disturbed waters. Full stop. Paragraph. It was discovered in the year 2022, quite accidentally in course of a service matter before a division bench of this court, that though the reservation policy had been in place in this state since its inception in January 1972, there was no roster that had been prepared. Full stop. Accordingly, this court took suo motu cognizance of such irregularity and required all appointments to be stayed till a roster was prepared. Full stop. Certain ancillary directions were also issued. Full stop. A roster was prepared. Full stop. The court observed that a roster had been prepared and the matter was given a quietus without going into the veracity of the roster that was prepared, and upon a prima facie satisfaction that the roster adhered to the extent of reservation of about 85% that is in vogue in the state. Full stop. Paragraph. Judicial notice needs to be taken of the discussions pertaining to the roster in the new assembly. Full stop. However, it does not appear that any decision has yet been taken as to a cut-off date or the like, or how far back the roster system would be made applicable. Full stop. These are policy matters that are best left to the legislature and the executive, and upon a firm stand being taken, it will be open to any citizen affected thereby to question the propriety thereof in accordance with law. Full stop. Paragraph. As of now, and without a decision in such regard having been taken by the assembly, which is actively discussing the matter, should not be entertained. Full stop. Paragraph. Accordingly, PIL number 2 of 2023 is dismissed without going into the merits of the matter pertaining to the roster system for reserved seats in the state. Full stop. The court may be called upon to look into the matter at a more appropriate stage. Full stop. There will be no orders to cross. To unmute yourself. No, you are still not audible. Yes, maybe if you get rid of them and use the speaker system on your computer, you're still not audible, but Where are we, Mr. Khan, on this?
Lordship, there was a suggestion given by the petitioner regarding transportation of.
Yes.
So, Your Lordship, we have considered.
We've taken the wholesome picture instead of,
Absolutely.
and to the credit of the petitioners also, they want it to be in a wholesome manner.
Absolutely, Lordship.
You know, because there has to be a degree of ethical treatment of all animals.
Lordship, yes.
Even if we grow them to ultimately cull them for food, but during the time that they live, they should not be in great pain. And there is, you know, we are not saying that you give them citizenship status, but
Lordship, yes.
there has to be a humane way of dealing with animals also.
Lordship, I can share this with my own personal experience. I'm part of my college ethics committee.
Yes.
So we have got a lot of lab tests on animals and also there's the ethics committee of India and we have to submit regularly what are the precautions taken.
Because there was a PIL in the Supreme Court the other day, only last week,
Animals being treated as
citizens given.
citizens.
So, you know, while,
Absolutely.
but still, you know, we must treat animals ethically. So it's towards that end that there are certain things that we've said. It's not only the holy cow, but it's sheep and lamb and chicken and every other.
Absolutely, Lord.
Every other animal that, you know, has been. And the other thing is, you know, Meghalaya can start this hanging of meat is quite a hideous thing. Even if you're a, you know, meat eater, and a hardcore meat eater, it's not one of the more pleasant sights. And we must respect that there are a whole lot of persons who do not have meat in this country.
Absolutely, Lord.
That's the one part of it, the hideous looking part of it. The second thing is, these are roadside shops. There's dust and soot and everything, which is contaminating it as it is. The moment it dies, you add it with the dust and grime, it is not very good for human consumption after that, even after if you clean it or boil it or whatever it is.
Absolutely.
So if they can be encased, and the problem elsewhere is that because of the high temperatures in the rest of the country, if you keep them, you know, behind a case or within a case or behind a glass, whatever cover, they will heat up. But over here, because of the more temperate kind of climate,
Lordship, absolutely correct.
so, you know, we must not display them openly like they do, heads of pig or whatever. And then, you know, no one is propagating vegetarianism, but it's just general aesthetics and ethics. And I think the state government had shown some interest in this. Had shown some interest in this.
And it matters under active consideration.
Yes, and we can take a lead. We can take a lead. We are a small state. We can take a lead in this field. And if we have some rules and get the people on board,
Absolutely.
then you know, we might be quite an example for the rest of the country.
Absolutely. So,
We don't know your name, sir, but he is not audible. So we can't really have the matter in right earnest now.
Lordship, in any event, Lordship, we are seeking court's indulgence for at least 4 week matters under consideration. We will come back, Lordship, with something, at least some way ahead within 4 weeks.
Advocate appearing for the petitioner on the virtual mode is inaudible. Full stop. Paragraph in any event, comma. The state submits that the matter is under its active consideration and some measures may be thought of and pursued for better treatment of animals that may be grown to ultimately be culled for consumption. full stop. In particular, comma, the matter pertaining to transportation of all forms of animals and the manner in which meat is displayed in roadside stalls may be looked into.
Item number 2.
Where are we, Mr. Shah?
My lord, so far as, my lord, the petitioners, my lord, that is the manufacturers and bottlers of, my lord, liquor are concerned, my lord, we have not been able to reach any understanding. But I understand that the bonded warehouse, my lord, has had some meetings, although their complaint appears to be, I don't know, my lord, whether they're represented. Their complaint appears to be, my lord, that not, my lord, their, my lord, most, my lord, affected members have been heard. But, my lord, be that as it may, we are ready to go on with the matter, but I understand that, my lord, the bonders are still in negotiation. My lord, I do not know if I learned from the...
You have bonders as...
no, they are the secondary petitioners.
I am in number 3.
Yes.
Item number 3, my lords, I am for the bonders, my lords. There is, my instructions are, my lords, that some...
You don't look like, Mr. Park, to have any personal interest in matters pertaining to wines and spirits.
Quite bow down, my lords.
Yes.
Looks can be deceiving.
Oh. No, he has the classical good boy looks, you know. Not in the matters that he files in court, but otherwise he has the classical good boy looks. Yes.
Well, I was informed by, my lord, the private respondents, advocates, and also, my lord, Mr. Paul, that, my lord, they may be, my lord, looking for another opportunity to settle. I am prepared to go ahead with the matter. But, my lord, my only prayer is that, my lord, if the matter is adjourned to another date, let us all understand that, my lord, we will go ahead and argue the matter out on whatever date is fixed.
Do it. You talk to Mr. Khan now that he is here, and you have a grievance. We've not been able to understand that. So
No, your lordships had, if I recollect correctly, my lord, at least my part of being aggrieved. Till there, my lord, I was able to, my lord, satisfy your lordship that I have a grievance to canvass before your lordships.
very well. You have to get to that stage once again.
Yes, I'll do that.
And you tell us. We are here.
Well, I am.
Whatever suits you. We are here.
My lords, we would be praying, my lords, subject to your lordship's kind convenience for another 3 weeks, my lords. Within such time, we'll make an effort if something comes about.
You are appearing for the bonders.
My lord. This is what essentially happened.
Pursuant to previous orders and suggestions of the parties, some negotiations have taken place, but, possibly, limited to the state and the erstwhile bonders and not across the board. Full stop. Paragraph. Though the association, which is the petitioner in the first matter, wants to go ahead with the matter, since the negotiations with the bonders are ongoing, it may be better to await the outcome, without waiting endlessly. Full stop. Since the bonders suggest that at least 3 further weeks apostrophe time should be afforded, let the matter appear 4 weeks hence, with the understanding that unless there is an acceptable settlement across the board, comma, both the petitions would be pursued in accordance with law.
Very grateful.
Lordship, a small submission. As per order dated 28/2/2023, State
Yes.
was directed to resolve the issues, if any, having a meeting, and the detail of the meeting should be given to the petitioner. Lordship, that meeting was held,
That has
and
been,
we have complied with the direction 28/2/2023.
that has been,
the
that has
copy,
been
Lordship.
given.
So just to bring on record, Lordship, we have complied with the direction.
It is submitted on behalf of the state that pursuant to an observation of the court, comma, a meeting was convened on February 28th.
22nd.
22nd
December 22nd.
22nd
A meeting was convened on December 22, 2022, whereat all interested stakeholders were invited. Give a date after 4 weeks.
My lord, if it's convenient, may I request for 1st of May, my lord, that being a Monday.
1st of May is we've fixed several heavy arbitration matters
Then, my lord, whenever it's convenient for the court.
because in many places 1st of May is a holiday. I don't know whether it's still continued. We had discontinued it in Calcutta.
It's not there anymore.
Yes.
But then, whenever your lordship
Any
speaks.
day after.
No, no, it's ideal.
We'll do it immediately after that, but 1st of May is taken.
Very well. Very well. Grateful.
Item number 4.